Hey guys, Craig Severson here, coming at you from the road, a place called Medici Media Space in St. Louis. And today I want to talk to you about how do I start with email marketing? How do I grow an email list when I don't have anything? Zero, zilch, nada. We're going to get you email marketing like a champ. Welcome to Action Chat. This we typically do at 10 o'clock Central Time, Monday through Friday. Today we're going a bit early because, we're in the first month of this and I still have commitments every once in a while that keep me from being with you at 10 o'clock. So if you're attending live, I do apologize. In the future though, 10 o'clock a.m. Central Time, every weekday, join us live, ask questions, get involved because we're getting in action and we're building a massively successful business for you. This is a show just for you. How do we start an email list from nothing? Well, so first let's talk about some sort of email clients. That's a service that sends emails for you. You can't just build a list and then use like your Gmail or your Yahoo or something like that. You need a service to help you send. And the reason why is because when you start sending in bulk, you actually can get marked as spam if you don't do it correctly. And if you try to do it from like your personal email account, that's exactly what's going to happen. One is to get some sort of email client. Now there's tons out there. And lots of them are also CRMs, so they keep track of your clients and where they are in the funnel and all that stuff. Don't worry about that if you're just getting started. If you've got one that you're using, fantastic. But if you're just getting started with this, go for something cheap and easy. Go with like MailChimp or Constant Contact. That would be my advice. Other people are going to come at you and they're going to say to do that because MailChimp and Constant Contact are kind of the lower end of the spectrum, and that's how they get you. They have the free version that gets you in. Then as you grow, you're too lazy to switch out, and it's not the best service. But quite honestly, MailChimp has been improving, and you're going to do just fine in there. Like it's not going to be a bad thing to use MailChimp for while your business is in its infancy, or even when you're first starting out with email marketing. And eventually you can switch out to like an Infusionsoft or an Aweber or whatever it is that you want to switch out to. So I personally would suggest going with MailChimp. They've got a solid service. It's for a certain number of users. And then like once you start getting your list high enough, it's like $10 a month to start out with. So it's very affordable. And that's actually my main reason why I would suggest MailChimp is because of the pricing. But if you're a little bit more advanced or if you've got some money, look into things like Infusionsoft. They're a bit more complicated, but they do a lot more. Okay, so you need that client. And I'm not going to go into how to do that. We're going to talk about building your list. Because traditionally, how you build a list is you use something called bait. And bait is basically something valuable that you don't sell, you give away in exchange for somebody's email address, right? And so we call it bait because it's something attractive, something valuable that lures them in, and they give your email address for it. So that's when you go to like a website and you see, click here for your free report of whatever, and you have to put in your email address to get it. That's the bait that you're making that switch for. So traditionally, that's how you do it. You put it on your website and, you do whatever other marketing you're doing, and people go to your website, see the bait, and then get in. That's great. That's all fine and dandy. But until you have major traffic on your website, that's not going to do much for you. So what do? Build your email list, but you don't have a lot of traffic on your website. Or actually, just in general, these are good tips. What I'm going to suggest is that you integrate collecting emails into all of your marketing, right? So if you're networking, when you collect people's business cards, ask them, hey, do you mind if I throw you on a newsletter? Or do you mind if I send you tips and tricks every once in a while? Very valuable stuff. When you're when you're out and you do like a speaking gig, pass around a piece of paper and say, hey, sign up for the newsletter. When you go out and you're doing a webinar, make sure that you have a place where they can sign up. When you're out and about in the community, whatever marketing you're doing, you send out direct mail, have a place for them to opt in for your newsletter. Reach out to your current clients and see if they'll sign up for your newsletter. Basically, everything you do in your marketing that gets you in front of people, have an aspect that gets them to sign up for your newsletter. It's almost like a secondary call to action. The first call to action is obviously whatever it is to get them into your sales process. sign up for a free consultation. Go to this web page for the sales item. Your secondary call to action, if they don't do that, well, then at least sign up for the newsletter. And that's how you're going to start building your newsletter. And the thing about email marketing is that it really is, email is super effective and it's cheap to send. The only cost you really have is setting up the emails and housing the data and safeguarding the data, right? Which is why you would pay like a MailChimp or an Infusionsoft, is to house that data for you. But it's super effective. If you get good at writing good email copy, you can literally write your own checks, because if you have, let's say you've got an email list of like 10,000 people, and you know that you can write an email and 10% will spend a certain amount of money, or 20% will spend a certain amount of money, then you can boost your income every time you do a campaign. So building your email list is a great thing to do from the beginning of your business. And the way you get started is to simply start asking in all your marketing outlets, right? You're on LinkedIn, you're on Facebook, you're networking, you're speaking, you're out and about. Use those contacts to build your newsletter. Okay, that's all we got for today. Until next time, go take some fast focus, imperfect action. I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna enjoy these brick walls and all the stuff in Medici Media Space, and I will talk to you tomorrow.